Back after delicious lunch. My God, I didn't film the meal. I'm gonna come back there though. I filmed it, but not the dish itself. Very, very delicious. I gotta watch incoming traffic. Wouldn't that be a good one if I get obliterated and someone finds my footage and puts it on? My God, there's well, not influencers. I'm definitely not. But there was this Russian one, right? This Russian girl just was concentrating on the camera, fell right into a pothole, killed herself. I don't know where she was at. But this is what I see. Oh, look at this. This is what I see. It's just spectacular. This is it. But, yeah. The other thing is like the tuk-tuks. Like they just can't believe that a Westerner is walking, or they know, like, so they're always like, you need a tuk-tuk, especially in Phnom Penh, right? It's just they can't believe that we walk, right, for whatever reason. Or, like the Khmer just walk, and I don't know what, or they have, it is what it is. And I'm always like, well, like, why is that? Until you meet, like, I'm going to send this out to David too, until you meet a mate like David, who's the prince who takes a tuk-tuk everywhere. But I think he looks better. He's lost some weight because he's walking now a little bit. So that's good, man. I went out with him yesterday. David's funny. So, like, I go out with X amount of money, right? He's another one. Like, everyone's got their phones now with their banks. But boy, did I just hear a wild story. So my Scottish mate, I don't want to really throw out names, and I feel bad filming people without their consent, kind of, but, what are we all, just AI? Like, I mean, you can't just get consent. That's stupidity, at this point. But the Scottish mate of mine had his phone. He's married to a lovely Khmer woman, and he lives here. And he got his phone tuk-tuk by a tuk-tuk, and the guy took out all his life savings at 20 grand, right? And the upshot is, like, you say the good and bad things. Look at this big sucker. Holy guacamole. That's just a big bull right there. Look at that. But the upshot is, the coppers helped him, but supposedly they took as a skiv, right, as a percentage, $7,000 for doing their jobs. Can you believe that? And I wonder if the culprit was even arrested because it was a crime against a foreigner. I don't know. So that's why that's another reason I don't have my banking on my phone. And then I just had fraud in Hawaii on my bank card, let alone, they could just, especially if you had drinks, they could throw in another number and you just don't know. And it's, so you got to just be careful. You're the garbage guys again. So that's why I don't. But David does. But I go out with X amount. And when I'm running out, I run out and I leave. But David is, next time, everyone thinks I'm crazy, right? But next time, I'm not going to, I just walk out. And it's, to me, that's smart, because you come out with play money, how much money you're going to spend. And that's it. My mom used to do that with me as an allowance. Like, that's it. And I think that's a good practice, because otherwise we all wind up in debt, which we've had it. We all are anyway. I'm going to try going this way now because I got time. I didn't go to macro. So this might be another footage that I have. But, this has, again, been great talk therapy. And I think it's good. Again, if anything else, it's for my son. I'm going to leave another private video message for him, a vlog for him that I've kept over these years. That he knows that I've been thinking about him, and that life's great. It's beautiful outside of Thong Bay. Too bad your mom will never allow you to see it. And it's just mentally, physically, linguistically, you'll never be able to associate with anybody really outside of that, pardon me, horrific place, really. So it's a dystopia, as I've said before. It's like, it's just, yeah. So look at that. So there, again, for David, like, you go fish right off outside of your window here, man. I don't know what kind of fish you'd get, but yeah. So hopefully I'm in good graces with my landlady. I know that taxi guy appreciated it. That was 3 times the salary for the fare to get her. But I left her little sweet daughter some gifts too. But yeah, she did. I think she did spice up the internet, and then give her towels and maybe another $1 or $2 to clean my linen here. But it can't beat the price, that's for sure. So yeah, look at this, man. Look at this. It's just the Khmer, just so creative and cool. Look at that. So look at this, like a little restaurant or a beer thing and siestas, right? I like that one. There is this bar that David goes to, this Britsman, but I wound up alienating all of them with my pro-American talk, I think. And look at that house. Look at that beautiful house, or whatever this is. Look at that beautiful house. This would get hotter than Hades. I don't know how people could live. You can't live in that. Just the conduit of the steel. But yeah, look at that. Wow. But he's got, at this pirate bar, I forgot the name of it, but he's got sand. He actually put in sand. So it's such a weird, like, it's cool. But yeah, those guys, man, it's like sour. I just feel like everyone's sour here. And again, even if you've got a pension, I find like the older guys are more affable because they've got pensions, the majority of them. The younger guys, it's like they love it, they want to stay here, but then they realize if they're not a teacher, if they can't subsist, it's you're not going to get a job. And that's the same like here in Thailand, they get arrested. Right? Whoa, look at this. If this is a home, look at this gate. Oh my goodness, right? This is another video. Yeah, I don't know if I can go down this way or if it's a right. But like in Thailand, they literally arrest you, right, for taking a Thai person's job. Can you believe that? Which is pretty much everything, right? Except the teacher if they hire you. Look at this home. Look at this. Wow, right? Big home, yeah. And then I'm riding by. Look at that home. Beautiful, right? Big, yeah. And the guy was like a security officer too, but look at that. So if you think the Khmer are poor people, here you go. And like, it seems like now every other home now is just spectacular. But it could very well be a barong, who knows? But absolutely, my God. And look at the gates. Right? I love how Trump built a wall, but everyone's got a wall, right? It's just, look at that. So yeah, and then they got a little reservoir reserve here, what have you, yeah. So that's another long, as I just belched, pardon me, another long video, but yeah, it's just I find like the idiosyncrasies or the differences between East and West and the tuk-tuks. It's like, I just had to whip out the phone and I get on tails and talking, and I think I'm going to end on my gobbling friends here, if I can catch up to them, with the roosters here. Yeah. So roosters, wild dogs, cows, and buffalo. This is it. Oh my God, he's fearful of me. I'm fearful of you. Look at you. Whoa. He's trying to, whoa, look at that. He's trying to get away from me. It must be exuding beer at this point. But just look at this. Right, the back gate, and this is like cow poo, right at your back gate, your backyard. This is it, it's right, it's bizarre for me, and from Chicago. What is that, a little, some ragamuffin, I don't know, but, I mean, this is bizarre for me, right, because I just, this marshland, it's like the Everglades, but I find it prettier because you get the flowers, and it's not as unkept. It seems like it's more orderly, even though, right? And this rooster's just going ballistic. It's probably like this fucking barong. They all hate barongs. All right, easy, cowboys. But yeah, more wild dogs. You're getting the whole route. This is the whole route here. So yeah, so this is another route. Look at this. So again, it's like you need the teasers on these videos because, like, we like to say, watch until the 10th minute mark, right? Because look at this. Spectacular. Just spectacular. The rusted cows. Look at this right in the middle. Yeah, I had no idea we could even get back here. So I think that's my road, right? Or maybe another one down. Huh. Just breathtaking. I'm so, I was a little, I was beer drunk, but I left messages from my landlady. I was just like, thank you so much. I was like, USA loves Cambodia, just the beauty, the unspoiled beauty. It reminds me of the movie, what's the movie with? The Big Lebowski, one of my dad's favorite movies, right? Where he's like, he goes to was it Santa Monica or Malibu? He's in Malibu with Jackie Treehorn, right? That actor, he was a good actor, since deceased. He's like, Jackie, he was a porn director, and he's like, Jackie, this place is unkept. I like your style, right? Like, this is it, man. I think that was the adjective he used. He used some interesting language in that movie. Jeff Daniels, classic. So, just unbelievable. Right, I'm gonna just pan slowly. Just unbelievable. Right? Just, I can't, this has got to be on everyone's bucket list, Cambodia. Right? I'm surprised they don't spend more money on international tourism, or maybe they are. I just don't know, or they're keeping it a secret, right? It's, but just spectacular. Again, I'm gonna cry leaving this place, especially my last bad experience in northeastern China. But I'm hoping that the politics have changed somewhat. I saw a ripple there. So again, this is for David. They must have life, obviously, but whatever it is. Knowing our luck, I'll get bit by a snake coming out of here or something. But, and I think it's their property. But, yeah, pan back on my ugly face. But, yeah, that horrid experience at this one university. I'm trying not to shame them, but it's, and I recorded everything for the most part. That was the thing. So, hopefully tempers have simmered with the U.S., but I've heard now Japan is pushing back, so hopefully they're not thinking, well, since, Japan, since Trump is good friends with the new PM there, the relatively new female PM there, finally good for you, Japan, right? That we're somehow behind it. Hello, Anya. That we're behind it. I love the faces when they see a barang. They're like, wow, right? Because again, they just don't come out of, it goes right to my, that's good to know. It's right out there, right? But it goes right to, right, like they don't leave. They just don't leave probably the neighborhood, school, back. That's their life, And it's just 20 minutes from so many barang, but they just don't see it. So you got the full bells and whistles coming back to mind. Now it's trying to make money I can here to subsist. So hopefully back in China, fingers